If we're going to use a compass and a straight edge to do a perpendicular bisector of a segment, what we first need to do is realize that our segment, the perpendicular bisector, is going to cut it in half, and it's going to form a right angle relative to it. So that's where the end result should be. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make two arcs, and an arc off of A and an arc off of B. And the goal is that they overlap. So the important thing you have to do is make sure that the two arcs you make are bigger than half the distance apart. So if I look, that arc right there is more than half the distance across. So I'm going to make an arc here. Flip it around, go from B, comes down, it hits at the top, and it hits at the bottom. So really the key thing is we get this intersection and this intersection. So it's kind of almost part like a Venn diagram where the two circles overlap. That's what we want. Now if it was really close to the center or they didn't meet, you have to make it bigger to make sure they do overlap. And if it's definitely more than half, they're going to clearly intersect off of the line. So now I line up those 2 points. A line through them gives me our perpendicular bisector. And we can check that because if you look, the distance from A to that point is the same as the distance from B to that point. So we know it's a midpoint. We'll call that intersection C. So we know AC is congruent to CB, and C is a midpoint. And then we also know, let's just call this D and E, we also know that AB is perpendicular to D